Darren Pritchard here from Pritchards Window Cleaning, and this might be the first time that you're actually seeing me or interacting with me or hearing me. We may have only been responding over text or maybe a phone call, but I just wanted to make this video because I want to give you a little bit of an insight as to the work that I provide, and just so that you know who it is that you're about to invite into your house. So first of all, a little test. As you can tell from my accent, I'm not from around here. If you can guess where I'm from, I'm going to be so impressed. You know, some people have guessed that I'm from South Africa. Some people have said Australia. Some people have said Scotland, Wales, Ireland, England. Yeah, if you can guess where I'm from, I'm going to be impressed. There's no reward, but I'll be impressed. Typically, I will start on the inside of the house. So if that is convenient for you, I'll start on the inside of the house. If there is a room or an area of the house that you would rather me start in or save till the end, let me know and I'll accommodate whatever is required. I say that because sometimes people have like an office in their house that they need access to, so they might ask me to go and do the office first so that they can be undisturbed in there, and that's absolutely fine. Just communicate that with me. So when I come in, I am going to leave my shoes at the front door. I don't want to take the risk of walking anything through the house on the carpets or even on the hardwood or vinyl floors, so I'll just leave my shoes at the front door if that's okay. Don't worry, I do wear clean socks so they don't stink. Okay, so we're going to go through window by window. And we're going to clean the tracks and the sills down here. These can get pretty filthy, and we're going to use a brush to begin with, just to dislodge the dirt, get it nice and loose, and then we're going to go back through with a wet rag. We are going to get it from the inside, and we're also going to get it again from the outside. Then we're going to take our wet rag and we're going to try and get as much into the corners as we possibly can. Just use the water to flush it out and get it nice and clean. A really important part of the window cleaning of the sill is to get the underside of this pane, because this is the pane that sits on top of the sill. So if this is dirty, when I put the window back down onto the sill is going to get dirty. Okay, one thing I want you to notice is I'm not going to be walking around the house with a big bucket of water. That's what this is for. This is just my little holster that keeps all my equipment together. Catches any water. There's a little bit of water in here, but nothing major, just to alleviate any concern of me splashing water all over the place. My aim is to get 0 drops of water on the floor of your house. The solution that I'm using, I often get asked, it's just simple. Dawn dish soap. If it's good enough for the little ducklings, then it's good enough for our windows. All right, let's go. Again, we're going to be nice and careful to make sure that we're not dripping anything anywhere. You are going to get drips on the top of the window, and you're going to get some drips on the sill, but don't worry, we're going to wipe that up afterwards. Okay, so that's the insides complete for the time being. Let's go on the outside and get that sorted. Just some things to be aware of with the outside of the windows that may or may not come clean. And I'll explain this again in person, but this is good for you to know. So you may notice on some of your windows that there are white spots all over the place. And I'll put a picture on the screen or a video just so you know what I'm talking about. Those white spots are hard water stains. They are caused by typically sprinklers spraying water onto the window. And hard water is water that has a high concentration of minerals. So lime, calcium, magnesium, iron, those sorts of things. And those minerals will sit onto the glass, and that's what causes those white spots. That's minerals. The reason why they may or may not come out is because after a while, if they're not cleaned, if it's not washed, scrubbed down, after a while those minerals, the mineral deposits, will start to etch into the glass. They'll start to eat away at the glass. And when that happens, it becomes a permanent stain. It's permanently damaged the window. So there's nothing you can really do. You might be able to minimize it. I'll show on the screen an extreme example of hard water stains. So this picture, I don't know where it's going to be, left or right. This picture, you see all those white spots. That's hard water stains. I was able to scrub it out. I use fine steel wool, so quad 0 steel wool. It's coarse enough to take off dirt, grime, hardened on grime, hard water stains, but it is not coarse enough to scratch the glass at all. So I was able to scrub it out, and here's the after picture. Here's what it looks like afterwards. Looks a whole lot better, right? Looks a whole lot better. I'm going to zoom in on this picture, and you're still going to be able to see white spots. That's because those mineral deposits have etched into the glass and they've caused permanent damage. You can't do anything about that. There's nothing you can do at that stage. So you might be thinking to yourself, and I don't want to make this a long video, but you might be thinking to yourself, how can you prevent hard water stains? Really, get your windows cleaned, at least the outsides, at least twice a year. I'll make another video of how often you should get your windows cleaned, but at least twice a year. But practically what you can do is just go and make sure that all your sprinklers are spraying away from the windows. That's the thing that is the biggest causer that I've seen. But at the end of the cleaning, I'm going to ask you just to take a little walk around. Whether on the outside or on the inside, just take a little walk around, make sure that you're happy with everything. If there's anything that you see that I haven't seen, point it out to me. If you have questions, ask me. I'll happily explain anything. I'll do a quality control check myself, just make sure. Other than that, yeah, I look forward to meeting you. I really do. And I am gonna ask, and this is important. Sorry, I've taken up so much of your time, but this is important to me. I started window cleaning back in January 2023, and I am very proud to say at this point today it's the end of, it's the 1st of June. It's the 1st of June today. So it's been what, a year and a half, coming on a year and a half. Very proud to say that I am up to 190 5-star reviews on Google. Very proud to say that. I don't say that to brag, but I say that because I'm proud, and I am very appreciative of all my customers who have left a review and expressed their appreciation, because that really does help me as a business. Having a 5-star review, word of mouth is fantastic. Word of mouth is amazing. But those reviews are what keep me in business. Honestly, because everyone checks online, don't they? You don't go to a restaurant without checking the Google reviews. The Google reviews are basically a word of mouth, but on the internet. So I am going to ask you, if you use Google, if you could just take 2 minutes to leave me a nice Google review. If you could just say something nice about me, it'd be amazing. Thank you so much. Listen, I will see you very soon, and I look forward to meeting you, and I look forward to bringing some light back into your life, quite literally, and forming a really nice relationship. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.